I wasn't even trying to collect all of these. It all just kind of happened. So, if you've been following me for an undisclosed amount of time, you have picked up on the fact that I like off-brand Legos. Arguably a bit too much. I like the way that they look. They're kind of funny. And I've always had this soft spot for off-brand Legos. I've always been one to call out the faults of off-brand Legos, but to outright say that I hate them would be a lie. Every single Lego set that sits right here is an off-brand Lego set, including this beautiful DeLorean, which we'll get to eventually. We shall start with this little guy. This is a Lego Snowman that I found at a Goodwill, if I'm not mistaken. He was fairly cheap, and his head pops off and allows you to hide something in there. So, you know, pretty neato if I do say so myself. He's actually stayed together fairly well. I've had him for a few years, and I bring him out every Christmas time. And as of recording, it is currently the first week of January, so, you know, I haven't put this little guy away yet. But a little complaint. His arms do get a bit flimsy. They usually do fall apart. That's not exactly the best thing that you like from a Lego, especially one of this size. It's super tiny. And the little ball that's on his Santa hat's always falling apart. So he's not exactly up to snuff with the other ones. But you know what? It was a good start. This was a good start to my off-brand Lego collection. I'm just gonna sit right back there. You know what wasn't a good start? This guy. Yeah, around the same time I bought the Lego Snowman at Goodwill, I also bought a Lego Sphinx. I've always been one who's partial to Egyptian culture. I just think it's really cool. So I saw this Lego set, which obviously was off-brand. I had never even heard of a Lego set like this, and I thought, why not? Combined with everything else that I bought, including the other Lego set, I probably paid $15, which is definitely a steal when you're looking at a Lego set like this. It's not exactly the worst Lego set in the world, but it's definitely up there in terms of how it looks and how it holds together, which is definitely going to be an issue we're going to talk about with our next set. This is a miniature off-brand model of the Airjitzu temple from Ninjago. It is currently falling apart in my hands. This is going lovely. So let's just make this fast. This off-brand Lego set, I found it on AliExpress or Temu, one of those two sites. The figures that came with it, which I can make its own separate video about how silly the minifigures are, because that's a whole separate thing. The build is very flimsy on the bottom, so if you can't tell, this little green building is very close to coming off from the rest of it. I'd have to shift it to my other hand and then place it together in the back where all the support was. So yeah, some of them do look good, like this beautiful DeLorean, which again, we're getting to, but others don't have the build quality you'd want from them or would expect from an actual Lego, which is kind of disappointing. I will not lie, but they do look good. I'll give them that. I'm sure that you Marvel fans can recognize this set. This is the Spider-Man Final Battle with all these figures. I don't know, I saw it again on like AliExpress or Temu, and I thought, oh, this is a funny little set to buy. So I bought it, and it looks fine. I remember it being really hard to build, but it's literally the exact same Lego set. And to someone who didn't know that, you could probably just sell it to them like it was the actual Lego set. The minifigures do give it away though. The minifigures are really bad. Again, at some point in my life, I can make a video solely based off the off-brand minifigures. I always look at them and figure, why not? They're dirt cheap. And then I buy them and realize, what am I ever gonna do with these things? I've bought 2 of the same packs of off-brand Ninjago minifigures because I decided I wanted to see if, like, the one I got was a fluke and they do look good. That was my mistake. They do not look good. Again, this is a whole other topic that I want to get into because I have actually good off-brand Lego minifigures. They look superb, but I can't get into that right now because we have all of this to tackle. All of that to say, that was Lego Spider-Man. Now this here is a beauty. This Lego set has a brick size that's a little bit bigger than the Snowman, but not as big as the actual Lego bricks. So it falls right in between that middle ground of, it's not too small to where it's incredibly painful to build, but it's not too big where it takes up probably about the size of Ninjago City Ninjago City Gardens. I would honestly kill to have this set resized, which you could. I still have the instructions for this set. I just have chosen not to do it. Unlike other Lego off-brand sets, this one is not based off of anything, which I honestly would prefer those as opposed to the ones that are based off of stuff, which we're going to get into right now. The Lego sets that are based off of other sets, they're tied to something that is almost nearly perfect. Lego has had so many years to perfect the way that their Legos have been put together. So to try and compare yourself to them is really stupid. It's honestly with a low chance of success. The point that I'm trying to make with this is that I would prefer them build a Lego set that's based off of something that they completely dreamed up by themselves. And I would love an off-brand Lego set with normal brick sizes to mimic this set. Again, I could do it myself. I'm just too lazy to. This set is absolutely beautiful. It is based off of a flower shop, and it has all sorts of amazing and spectacular little details. I could crack it open and show you the insides, but it's kind of fragile, especially on the top where it has all this plant life. Honestly, at the time, this was my favorite off-brand Lego set. And I found this at a discount store. We have a lot of them in the town I live in, so that's cool, I guess. Here's my PSA to all the off-brand Lego makers. If you're gonna do it, then do it in a way that's legal. I'm fairly certain that this is very illegal. You're taking properties that you don't own and you're spinning them into your own profit without giving any sort of compensation. If you look at the websites you can buy this from, they clearly do not have the rights to actually make these Lego sets. That's the kind of scummy behavior I don't like. I usually buy them when I want to see how they look. I wish that they fell into some sort of mid-ground, like this beautiful flower shop. If they made normal sized bricks that are like exact replicas of Lego, I mean, Mega Bloks gets away with it, so I guess it's fine. But if they sold like some of these full-sized for $300, I mean, $300 feels a bit expensive. It feels kind of short when compared to Ninjago City Gardens. Regardless, I would still buy this Lego set if it was sitting on a store shelf like $250 with the full-size Lego bricks. That is fine. And if they even got the IP to do all these other Lego sets, I would be completely fine with it. But when they do stuff like the Lego DeLorean or the Lego Spider-Man set that I showed off earlier, it feels scummy. There's no other word for it. There's my PSA to off-brand Lego makers. Let's hope that they listen. But they probably won't. We're just gonna let Mario Party 3 sit there. I honestly don't know how Mario Party 3 got here. I've played Mario Party 3. No, I haven't. That's a lie. I found this Mario Party 3 at a discount store too. I guarantee you this one's off-brand. It has the Nintendo logo on the back, but I don't believe it's official. I don't think it is. I thought I had a Super Smash Bros. One lying around. I do remember buying it. It's somewhere in this room, but I don't know where it is. So you know what? Mario Party 3 is going to be sitting alone today. We're not here to talk about off-brand video games, though. We're here to talk about off-brand Legos. Here's one that I've recently bought. This one. I love this Lego set. Again, if they could get the rights to these sorts of things, like if they got the Zelda rights, I would absolutely eat this up. People would love this. I guarantee it. Just look at it. It is spectacular how well it looks. It doesn't look crappy. The sword isn't... I was gonna say the sword isn't flimsy, but other than that one point of contention, it really isn't flimsy anywhere. And that's only because they built it in a really smart way. But the sword comes out, which is so cool to me. That is awesome. The sword quality looks really, really good. I really love how it came out. Again, it is off-brand Lego, so it kind of falls apart every now and then. There are gaps that appear, so it's a game of let's keep it together. But it is super cool. It slides in super easily. And the Triforce right here can be replaced with another Triforce. One that glows in the dark, no less. And what's super cool about this Lego set is it sits right in there. The pieces for it sit in there. And it's relatively easy for them to come out. It's relatively easy for them. And they're relatively easy to come out. This set is really good, especially when comparing it to the price I bought it for, which was $8. I bought this at a discount store. I buy a lot of things at discount stores. That tripod that my camera's sitting on right now, I bought that at a discount store. These beautiful hanging posters things, I don't know what they're called, but these beautiful hanging things, I bought them at discount stores. This house that I live in right now, I bought at a discount store. But this is my point. If you're gonna do off-brand Legos and create your own Lego set, then just do it. But do it in a way that'll make me happy. Not anyone else, not the law, just me. I'm the only person that matters in the world. I'm not an egomaniac. So my point to off-brand Lego sellers is make your own freaking Lego set. But if you are gonna make your own, then I'd say try and top this, but it's hard to top perfection. Now it's time to get this mamba jamba out of the way. For those of you that have seen any of my content, you will know I love Ninjago. It is a cool show, and the way that Dragon's Rising has been releasing the episodes, I'm not a big fan of. The Lego sets have always been super cool. I've always collected them. I have the shelf all the way up there, and I have my Ninjago City Gardens and my Ninjago City Markets sitting right there, literally out of frame. But they are beautiful sets, even though I spent way too much on those sets specifically. Regardless, this is a set that's always been on my Ninjago Lego set bucket list. I've always wanted to own this set, even if it is this. So this is a Lego set that I had bought myself, actually, on, again, AliExpress or Temu. I don't remember. I look at them both. They both look so incredibly similar. I don't see the point of saying I picked it from this one when it could have been equally from the other. But regardless, the point is, I bought this Lego set. And this one sucked to put together. It hurt my hands putting this together because the Lego bricks would just not click with each other. So I'd end up having to push really hard. I would eventually have to stand up and push with all my might for this one Lego set because the bricks didn't click well together. Because they're off-brand. They don't have that high quality standard that we expect from Lego. So they didn't click well together. When I finished it, I was so happy to have finished it. And it does look nice. Don't get me wrong. But was it worth the pain that I went through to build it? Did the minifigures at least look good? Have you seen what we've been talking about so far? In terms of functionality, it is literally the exact same. Everything works the exact same way it does. Not because the people who made this planned on it being that way, because the people at Lego planned for it to be this way. If I could, I would crack her open and show you what's inside, but that's a lot of work, man. It looks good. Can't you just take my word for it? Because I'm not going to go in and show you the inside. That would be stupid of me. It actually does have the stickering that you see in the actual Lego set, which I find to be really cool. The stickers are high quality too. It wasn't like they were some kind of cheap baby sticker that's coming off right now. No, these things have stayed on. They're still staying on, which, you know, massive props. One thing that is kind of annoying is this play feature where you turn it and it's supposed to reveal the sword of fire, but the cog always becomes undone, so I have to hold it down and then turn it. That's annoying. It is literally the exact same Lego set. I don't understand. Like, what else do you want from me? This is the exact same Lego set as it was way back a couple of years ago. Moving on, we have this absolute beauty of a set. This, I think it was called Hedgehog Foraging. I found this at a discount store with this set, actually. They came packaged together. I guess someone really didn't want them. It may look like a very chaotic set, which it is. It's a very chaotic set, but it's also very beautiful. And the best part about this set, the hedgehog comes off and you're able to inspect it for all of its beautiful glory. Now, this set was a pain to put together, mainly because of a part right there that went right in between the ears. It just wouldn't go in and stay in. I wasn't sure why, so I took it out. I took it out and I never put it back. But overall, the set does look really cool. It looks really beautiful. I'm gonna look like the biggest flower guy ever because of this set right here, which is covered in flowers, and the flower shop, and the set that I'm gonna show off next. But I guarantee you, I'm not a flower guy. Flowers are cool. I like them. They keep the environment safe. Let's keep that going. I don't like them enough to actively buy them, though. That's a lot of work. However, I did buy this set because I thought it was really beautiful. I bought the flower shop because I also thought it was really beautiful. I also thought it was really cool. And I hadn't had a Lego set in a while money, yeah, that was a Lego set that I picked up because I really liked it. I do like this one too. The platform that it sits on is really nice. It looks really stellar, and I'm proud to have this thing sit on my shelf. I think it's roughly about the size of an actual hedgehog, so you know, credit where credit's due. Best part about this set? Got his nose. Honestly, I kind of want to name this little guy. I'm not sure what I should name him though. I was thinking I should call him Flowey Mandel because I thought that name was super funny. It's Flowey Mandel, guys. But then I remembered that Howie Mandel has nothing to do with hedgehogs, so what am I doing with my life? I could call him Rosie the Hedgehog. That would be funny. You know what? We're gonna call him Rosie. His name's Rosie the Hedgehog. Kind of looks like a girl, but as I was building him, he seemed like a guy to me. So you know what? His name's Rosie the Hedgehog. Just came up with that right now. Good boy, Rosie. Welcome to the almost finale of this adventure that we've gone on. These I keep in the closet, but they're Lego flowers. This is the actual Lego rose from, you know, the actual Lego set. But again, found these at a discount store. Their build is incredibly fragile, and it's really small for some reason. I think they're building them small so they don't have to waste this much money. But the flowers are just generally really fine looking. Like, oh, there it goes. See? These Lego sets are just so fragile. And I told myself I wasn't ever going to mess with these ever again. But you have yourself like this flower, which is really cute. I like this one. This, I do remember, was another off-brand. Just stop falling apart! This was its own separate Lego flower. I don't remember where I got this one, but I have it. It looks nice. I swear to you, I'm not a flower guy. I'm not into flowers enough to justify me buying all this stuff centered around them. Why are they here? I don't know. Let's just move on to the final set, please. And what a final Lego set to ring it in. This set, I don't even know where to begin with it. Let's start here with the plaque. This by itself, obviously it's off-brand. But if I took these little buggers off, it looks pretty legit. It looks really good all around, and I don't know why it does. I don't know what the point of making it look really good is. The Marty McFly's kind of looking kind of weird, and for some reason they gave Doc Brown the wrong hair color. Those are their alternate faces, so that's why, you know, I didn't show those faces. But the figure quality of this set does not mean anything about the actual set, because, oh my goodness, this is genuinely the exact same Lego set. It comes with all the little pieces that come with it. The tires and the cover from 3. It comes with the little engine part from 1, as well as the hook. It even came with the separate license plate that comes with the actual Lego set, which they didn't even have to do, by the way. They didn't have to go out of their way to make the license plate that I'm never going to use, because it's so dang hard to actually pull out the license plate on the actual Lego set. Which, while we're talking about it, oh my gosh, I love Back to the Future. So to have the DeLorean in all of its glory is really cool. And the inside detail is really great. It is basically the exact same thing as the actual Lego set. But the best part about this set, it comes with an actual light brick. I don't know if you can see that from out there, but that thing is lighting up. The Mr. Fusion in the back still has the soda can, and it has the banana in there, which is really cool. I love that. This is basically the exact same Lego set. And everything works as intended. If you couldn't tell, it makes me want to go out and buy the actual Lego set to support this kind of set, because it is genuinely really, really good. This has to be my favorite of any of the off-brand Lego sets I have ever bought, because it looks so clean. It looks so beautiful. The attention to detail is there. Sure, there are a couple of parts where it feels like it's gonna fall apart. It still comes together so well. And I would urge you to buy this set if it didn't have a Lego equivalent. I want you to go buy the actual Lego set for this. Because if this is cool, I don't even want to begin to imagine how cool the actual DeLorean set is going to look. Everything here works as intended. Everything is here. And the fact that everything is here is really cool to me. They didn't have to go out of their way to make the plutonium box or the hoverboard, but they did it. And it's such a beautiful replica of the actual Lego set. I really do love this Lego set. This is one of the best Lego sets I've ever seen in my life. And that's sad because I don't have the actual $150 version of it on Lego. And now I'm one official Lego DeLorean short of becoming a real man. So, in short, after looking at all the off-brand Lego sets I own, what have we learned? We've learned that I don't know.